welcome, fucking hell, or welcome back to Cinema Slurs. There's Nelly the cat. Feature presentation. She's not though. But this is episode 2 of Cinema Slurs, where I'll be looking at 3 fucking films. Not 2 films this time, 3 films. I've went mad. But anyway, do you like my new backdrop? Do you like it with all the balloons? You might be thinking, oh, has he got all those balloons for it, chapter 2? Oh, no. It was my birthday last week, and my girlfriend got me all these balloons, and this big fucking balloon as well. Didn't you see fucking Pennywise having one of them, eh? Prick. So I just thought I'd keep these balloons for this backdrop, and folk would be like, ooh, the balloons, ooh! Also, more importantly, I've got a 7,000 fucking 100 billion times better camera for shooting these videos, thanks to my girlfriend as well. So, I saw 3 films in the last month, all at the same cinema, the fucking View in Edinburgh, and got pissed during all of them. And the first one I saw was, I can't remember what day it was, not soon after it came out, was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No, I'm a stuntman.
And I would like to make this clear that this film for me was a write-off, because by the end of that film, when we left the View early. I don't remember a fucking thing. Apparently I fell on the ground outside. I was minging, I was pissed. So I don't remember the ending. So, I mean, there's going to be spoilers for every single one of these reviews, so me, Editor Man, who's me, will put up a spoiler thing somewhere. But, yeah, I don't fucking really remember the ending. I remember vaguely what happened, and I remember sort of what happened. The film was fucking long, 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it's good. It's Quentin Tarantino. You know what you're going to get. There's going to be lots of fucking swearing, there's going to be violence, it's going to be funny. And it's going to have fucking big name cunts in it, like fucking, what's his name? Brad Pitt, and Leonardo DiCaprio, and Margot Robbie, who's in it. And fucking Al Pacino's in it as well. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I won't go into total depth, because I genuinely cannot remember, because I was fucking pissed out my head when I saw that. Minging before we went, minging after, during the film, and we left early, so fuck knows. I remember sort of the ending, something to do with a flamethrower, who knows. But I like Brad Pitt, I liked his dog, I like Leonardo DiCaprio's storyline where he was kind of like he wasn't a failed actor, he was kind of like, he starred in like a sort of cowboy sitcom thing. When was this film set? I think it's all set in like late 1960s, early 1970s, all during like the time of like the Manson murders and Sharon Tate and all that shit. And Margot Robbie plays Sharon Tate. But yeah, so what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio sort of plays a fucking... He's basically like, he sort of thinks he's a loser and he wants to get all the big parts and he wants to be in all the big movies, but he only gets these shitty little roles, and Brad Pitt's a stuntman and everything. But it was good. I would go and see that. I would recommend it. Drink to fucking Once Upon a Time in fucking Hollywood.
Hey! You're Rick fucking Dalton. Don't you forget it.
So we'll just avoid... I would go into great detail if I could remember it, but I can't, so I won't. Recite my notes for the second film that I saw, which I saw... Now, this is a pointless story. Is this the right fucking one? No, it's not the right fucking one. Where the fuck's the thing? There it is. So on my birthday, I was like, oh, I think it's out, because the last 2 films... Oh my god, there's balloons! Oh, Pennywise, help me! Oh, stop! Anyway, so on my birthday we thought, oh, it's a Wednesday, so I'll go through the pictures. I was like, oh, it must be out. I could have just looked online, I'm a fucking idiot, so I didn't. Went to the pictures, but it wasn't out. It was out on Friday. And I didn't know I was getting the Friday off until the Thursday the next day. So I was like, what the fuck are we going to go and see at the pictures? So we went and saw Angel Has Fallen.
There's been an assassination attempt on the president.
Mike Banning, you're being charged with the attempted murder of the President of the United States.
The President's top guardian angel has fallen. Can't you see that I'm being set up?
With, what's his name? Lambert and Butler, fucking law-abiding citizen man, in it. And it's a fucking, mediocre action movie. It was okay. It wasn't the best, but the more I sort of thought about it and the more I was watching it, the plot didn't really make a lot of fucking sense. So it's got Lambert and Butler is like the sort of president's head of like security, and Lambert and Butler's got to sort of protect the president. But from the other films, there was London Has Fallen, and what's the other one called? Olympus Has Fallen, and it's the same character, it's the same person, blah 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 blah. But he's got to protect the president, and the president's played by fucking Morgan Freeman, and Morgan Freeman spends like 95% of this film in a coma in bed, so good payday for you, Morgan, not as if you need the fucking money, you can't. But Lambert and Butler's got these like psychological problems, and he keeps having dizziness, and he's going to the doctors, and he's like hiding things from his wife that he's going to the doctor, and he's having these dizzy spells and everything. But fucking hell, it was... The main thing that I had issues with was the whole plot of the film, and I'll show you this in like a trailer bit or something, is the president goes out on a little fishing trip with Lambert and Butler. So Lambert and Butler and Morgan Freeman are out on a fishing trip, and Lambert and Butler has his little headaches, and Morgan Freeman's like, alright, fuck off, go back off the shore, you go and have a wee rest. And then all these like black drones like attack all these, because the president and Lambert and Butler are surrounded by all the president's guards and everything. He's on this little fishing trip. There's loads of those people around them in a big circle, in a big lake, and all these drones like attack them and kill all the president's guards. They kill everybody that's there. They try and kill the president, but Lambert and Butler, he gets sent away, and then one of the drones comes for him, but it doesn't kill him. And you're like, oh, why did it not kill him? Oh, ba ba boo ba ba boo ba ba. But then Lambert and Butler swims back, saves the president, brings him out to water, and then it ends up being that because the drone never attacked Lambert and Butler, supposedly the FBI are like, oh well, Lambert and Butler, you must have tried to kill the president. Oh, why else? So you're the only one to have lived in a security detail. Oh, why did you not die, Lambert and Butler? Why? But the president's in a coma, so he can't tell them that he actually saved them. Oh my god, the suspense and the plot. It seemed a very, very long way around, because the whole reason why this all happens is Lambert and Butler's got a friend at the start of the film who's one of his old army friends. He invites him round to his house, and he's like, blah blah blah, and his old army friend runs like a sort of secret, well, they're not secret, they're like a sort of private contracted like army or something, and he's like, oh, Lambert and Butler, when you get your promotion and you become Secretary of Defence or Head of Defence or whatever, maybe you could put a good word in for me, nudge nudge, wink wink, and you could get my contracted firm, get some contracts for us to get us out of the red, as a phrase he uses, I remember that. Out of the red. And then it turns out that this man who's been in his house and is his old friend and everything, and meets his wife and has all this dinner with him and blah 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 blah, it turns out that he's the one that's tried to kill the president. He's the one that's attacked Lambert and Butler, because Lambert and Butler refused to take the job later on in the film, and then he does take the job. It was, oh fucking hell, I'm confusing myself even talking about it. But so what? Basically, the person in charge of Lambert and Butler's friend is the vice president, and he wants to use this militia, this army militia, to kill the president and blame it all on Lambert and Butler, just so the president's out of action, so he can then become president, and then he can put in a bill in Congress that then gives them private contractors more contracts or something. So basically, the vice president and this contractor man have colluded together to try and kill the president and blame Lambert and Butler. Why did the vice president and this private militia not just get somebody with a sniper rifle and shoot the fucking president in the head, and then he would become, the vice president would become the president anyway, and then he could have just passed the bill and avoided all this fucking pointless shit and the rest of the film. And he's driving about in trucks, and Lambert and Butler's, everybody's trying to catch him because he's FBI #1 and he has to go and... I just don't understand. It seems so pointless. Like, why blame Lambert and Butler? Why give yourself that hassle and that headache? Because he's not dead. And then the FBI are after him, and then eventually it turns... And then, oh god. They could have easily just shot the president in the head, and they could have done the entire film from the bad guy's point of view. What they wanted, they could have had it done in 5 minutes. Kill the president, vice president becomes the president, then he could have passed the bill, then they could have been out of the red. But how have they got so much money to begin with anyway? They're like, oh, we need this money, oh, we're going to be in debt. They've got fucking trucks and vans and drones and guns and everything. Like, who, what, they fucking, didn't make any fucking sense. But yeah, so that was Angel Has Fallen, and then at the end, Morgan Freeman gets up from his nap, and he's like, oh no, Morgan Freeman, no, what's his name, Lambert and Butler, he's like, oh no, he wasn't, oh, it was him, it was the evil man, oh my god, he framed him, he was in his house, and he used his hair, and because at the very start of the film, Lambert and Butler's doing like it's kind of like on a fucking, what do they call it, like a paintball sort of range type thing, for like a sort of training, what do they call it, like a grid, or like a training course or something. He's running through buildings and he's shooting all these people and blah 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 blah, and that's for the private contractor. And you're like, oh my god, he managed to get his hair follicles from them, and he put them on the drone control panel, and he never got killed, and blah 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 blah. Why don't I just kill them both? Kill the president and kill him. Then the guy can just pass the bill anyway. Fucking hell. It's fucking so stupid. But then it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And Lambert and Butler and fucking Red Black Man are fighting on the roof, and fucking, and Lambert and Butler manages to kill him, and he's like, oh Lambert and Butler, I'm so glad it was you that killed me, die a hero's death, I'm so glad, so what's the fucking point in any of it? God almighty. The only mildly entertaining scene in the whole film was when Lambert and Butler... I don't even understand how this even happened. Lambert and Butler goes and meets... He was in a truck 1 minute, I went for a piss, came back, and he somehow found his dad living in the woods, like off the grid. Ooh. Living in the woods, and then all these fucking militia and FBI people came to come and get them, and then his dad had set up this sort of elaborate system of like WWE pyro level of like explosions. By WWE, I mean WrestleMania pyro, not Raw SmackDown pyro, calm down. And he just fucking, for about a 10-minute scene, just blew up every fucking cunt in these woods. That was entertaining. But other than that, fuck Angel Has Fallen, fucking Morgan Freeman and Lambert and Butler don't need any more of your money, I'm sure they'll be okay. I sipped a bit of Angel Has Fallen and I went, fuck off. Pish.
Listen to me. We're gonna make a move. Now people are gonna fall. But not you.
It's now a day and a half later since I recorded the first part of this video because the fucking battery in the camera died. Because I'm just getting used to the cameras and their batteries and their speakers and everything. I'm just getting used to this. It's a new world for me, not recording with my fucking PC camera. But to fool the people, I've put on the same fucking t-shirt. Nice fucking t-shirt, isn't it? GCW in fucking Japan. And my same joggies, so it looks as if it'll just be part of the same video. No one will fucking know, because I'll edit it all out. Oh fuck.
To the losers.
We made an oath.
I've got a long, tired, troubled history with the subject matter and the logic and the book and the fucking films. So I'll just start off at the beginning. When I was a very, very young child, I can't even fucking remember how old, maybe 10 or something, my dad had a very big like collection of like Stephen King like paperback books. I think he got them all like from when they first came out. I'm sure he had Carrie and Salem's Lot and It, and he had everything. Misery, Tommyknockers, fucking 4 Past Midnight, the Richard Bachman books and all that fucking crap. But I remember It. And I remember reading it, and I remember being very, very confused by it because I was too fucking young to really understand anything that was going on. But I remember I don't know if I read it all. I have skimmed through some bits of it that I didn't understand. And then I remember there being the film, the TV movie, It, with fucking Tim Curry in it. And I remember there's a bit where Pennywise comes out the shower and scares one of the kids, and he goes back into the shower.
Here I am, Wheezy.
And I remember being probably about the same age as when I read the book and being terrified of Pennywise. And I don't think I like took a shower for like a week or 2 weeks after it because I was terrified. Even terrified of like going in the bathroom, like so scared. Oh fucking hell, the balloons, Pennywise, please stop. But I was fucking terrified of it. Now, we move on like 20 years later for me. My nose is fucking itchy from all the fucking Pennywise. But yeah, so fucking 20 years later, It, part 1 of the new movie comes out and you think, oh god. Because you know everything that's kind of going to happen, but it's going to be a new imagining, a new retelling, because everybody wants to make more money. Oogie boogie boo. Oh, spooky clowns, scariness, monsters, blah blah blah. And it comes out, and you go to the pictures and see it, and it's fucking packed, and you go and see it on opening night, and it's good. I like the characters in the chapter 1. I like all the actors that are in chapter 1. Bill Skarsgård, or whatever his fucking name is really fucking good as Pennywise. But my main issue with the film, and with It chapter 2, that we'll go on to talk about, is it doesn't make any fucking sense. Pennywise, despite being a cool character, being a creepy fucking spooky clown, does not make any sense. Now, the whole purpose of Pennywise is he's a sort of omnipotent fucking evil ball of lights that's the evil part, and he needs to feed every 27 years or every 30 years, or however fucking many years it is, on children, and he feeds and then he goes back into like hibernation. That's basically what happens. But in the TV movie and in the book, I think, but this, I can't honestly fucking remember the books. It was like 4,000 fucking years ago, and the book's like 7 billion pages long. I can't fucking remember. But he needs to eat children, and people have said to me, and I don't remember reading this in the book, but it probably does happen, that he wants children to be afraid of him so they taste better. So he's going to make the children scared of him, then he's going to eat them. Now, in the first opening sort of scene, well maybe not the opening scene, but in the first sort of main scene that everybody remembers and everybody knows from the TV movie and from the book, and it's on the cover of the book where he's in the drain, and from It chapter 1, is little Georgie, Bill's fucking brother, is like, puts a little paper boat down, it goes into the drain, and he's like, oh blah 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 Bill, and he's like oh, I'm not allowed to speak to strangers, and Pennywise is in the drain and he's like he's got a little balloon and you'll float too, and oh look at the balloons, we'll market red balloons, oh we're so funny and clever.
Do you want?
But anyway, so Pennywise goes to Georgie, he's like, oh come on, be my friend, there's lots of balloons down here. He's like, I'm not a stranger, I'm Pennywise, so come in and I'll give you your boat back, blah blah blah. And then Georgie puts his hand in and Pennywise fucking bites his arm off and rips his arm off. Great, fantastic, that's what you want. An evil fucking horrible demon clown shape-shifting monster. But if he wants the kids to be scared of him, then why is he being friends with Georgie? He doesn't want Georgie to be scared of him because he needs Georgie to put his arm in the drain. So why is later on, throughout the rest of the fucking film, why is he trying to make them scared of him? make any fucking sense. He wants Georgie to be his friend so he can eat him, but then coincidentally needs people to be afraid of him so then he can eat them. I don't fucking understand why. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's stupid. It's a good concept in theory, but the character of Pennywise and the logic makes no fucking sense. Also, he doesn't even fucking kill or eat that many children. Surely his whole sole purpose on this planet is to feed and kill and eat children. But he doesn't fucking kill and eat children. He pisses about and fannies about with books and balloons and blood all over the bathroom and pisses about and floats about and shapeshifts and turns into zombies and hands behind the door and werewolves and just fucking eat them. Why is he fucking about so much? Like, he's meant to be this super being. Like, why does he care about fucking scaring children? Oh, they taste better. So fucking just scare them and eat them then. Don't just scare them and let them fucking run away, Pennywise, for fuck's sake. The fucking cat doesn't know what the fuck's going on. You can't even see her on camera. But anyway, that's my main gripe with the concept of it, the concept of Pennywise and that. So now we will get to It Chapter 2, which I saw on opening night, and I have a little thing. I'll put up a picture of these. That's the fucking wrong one again. Great. I'm really, really well prepared. You would think when I've got this lovely backdrop and this camera and everything, I'd be more well prepared than this, but I'm not. So It Chapter. Anyway, so we went and saw it at the View. Had some drinks before it, as you do. And oh yeah, by the way, before I get into this, Dragon Soup. I tried your new watermelon flavoured Dragon Soup and it's shit. And at the shop that I went to, they only had stingray ones left as well. 2 new flavours, they're both fucking shit. Make a new flavour that's fucking good, Dragon Soup. Come on! Dark fruit punch is such a good fucking flavour, and you come out with this pish. Fuck's sake. Anyway, so I went and saw it at the View. The fucking cinema was fucking packed with like teenagers and everything. Everybody's all rearing up to go and see It too. And I looked at the fucking running time of it and it's fucking like 2 hours and 50 minutes and you think, fuck. Because anybody who's seen the TV movie from 1990 or knows anything about the book kind of knows what's going to happen. But I would assume that all these sort of like kids and everything that went in might not have seen that. They might have just known about it or been told it from like their parents or older people or whatever, and they've just seen the old movies, so it was all packed with like fucking kids and shit, and then it was just it's so fucking long. From the very first scene I thought this is kind of promising, and it's like 2 gay guys are like a fucking fair thing in Derry, and one of them wins a hat and all these guys beat them up for being gay and they punch the guy in the face and throw away his inhaler and they throw him off a bridge. And then the boyfriend of the guy's been thrown off the bridge. He's like, oh my god, what's going to happen to you? Ah! And he runs down. And the gay guy's in the water, like bobbing up and down. And then he sort of sees Pennywise, like sort of standing on the lake. And you're like, oh, this is quite eerie and sinister. And then he goes over and Pennywise sort of picks him up. And the boyfriend of the guy that's been kidnapped is like, oh, what's he doing? And then Pennywise sort of bites him. And that's the opening scene. And you think, oh, that's quite sinister and creepy. But why the fuck's Pennywise? I thought Pennywise killed children. Why is he attacking like fully grown people? I thought he killed children and then made them scared because they taste sweeter. It's a constant problem in these stories, like the characters like of the kids and then the older adults and the actors and actresses and whatever they got to play them, and Skarsgård or whatever the fuck his name is, it's great as Pennywise, but it just doesn't make any sense. And the best part of the entire film, and I've already said spoilers, so editor man me will say spoilers. The best part of the entire film is when there's some sort of fucking baseball game going on, and Pennywise makes a little like firefly go down to the bottom of the bleachers, and you think, oh, what's going to happen? This little girl comes down, and he sees Pennywise, and he's like, oh, I've not got any friends, blah blah blah, I've not got any friends, and she's got a big birthmark on her face, and she's like, oh, I'm not allowed to speak to you, blah blah blah, and he's like, oh, I'll make your birthmark go away. And she's like, oh, will you? Oh, please. He's like, I'll just blow on it and it'll go away. And she's like, go on then. Puts her face to the side of him. Big birthmark. And he goes, 1, 2. And then he sort of waits and she's like, you're meant to blow on 3. And Pennywise's mouth's all drooling. He goes, ah! Fucking bites her fucking head off. That was the best scene in the whole film. Because Pennywise actually killed a child and ate them. That's his point and his purpose. But then, that also... thinking about it at the time, I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing, fuck yeah, Pennywise. I was like, oh my god, genuinely the best scene in the film. But then, to counteract that, it's the exact same thing with Georgie in the first film. I thought and I was told by everybody who knows everything, that Pennywise wants the kids to be scared of him, so they're fearful of him, so they taste better, so he can eat them. But he doesn't want the little girl to be scared of him, he wants her to come closer to him, so he doesn't want her to be scared, and then he eats her anyway. I don't understand. Have a sort of coherent plot, please. Film. That fucking, how much did it make? Budget of 60 to 79 million, and it's already made 185 million at the box office. It's not even been out a fucking week. Fucking hell. And it's also the second highest grossing horror film of all time, just behind It Chapter 1. I don't understand this fucking fascination everybody has with this fucking Pennywise clown. And these terrible fucking... Oh, and then I'm just going to go into... The length of the film's too fucking long. You go away for a piss, you try and buy more drink, you miss like fucking 15 minutes of it because there's fucking queues everywhere. It's too fucking long. Far too fucking long. What they should have done with this, and like I've said with a lot of things, The Haunting of Hill House should have been a film. Not the fucking 1997 or 1998 fucking version with fucking Liam Neeson and all that fucking shit. Fuck that. But that should have been a film, not a fucking 10-part fucking pile of shite. Because after 3 episodes you're getting tired of it. In the same way that It shouldn't be a film, it should be a TV show on Netflix. And you could make it 2 seasons long, cover the entire fucking book and all these characters and all these little things and make it a lot more interesting, even though the fucking film, the plot of the book is fucking stupid and nonsensical. But I digress. Now, I've got another couple of scenes that I didn't understand. Is also like in the book and in the fucking TV movie, Pennywise lets the bully from the first film out and to like kill the kids, and he shows a little balloon. Oh, we've got a balloon. Oh, here it comes. Oh, the balloon. Oh. And then it goes into his room, and then it bursts. He tries to pull it, and he's like, oh, and it bursts, and he's like, oh, fucking, and then it's like the zombie version of like one of his pals like brings him a knife, and then later on he breaks at the hospital, and it's the zombie pal that drives the car and lets him away, and you think, you're like, why? Pennywise is like a shape-shifting super being. Why doesn't he just fucking kill the kids himself? Why does he need this fucking idiot to do it for him? And the guy's fucking terrible. He's nearly as bad as fucking Pennywise at killing people. Pennywise can't kill fucking nothing. He kills like 2 kids or 3 people in this film. The gay guy at the start, the little girl, fair enough. And then he turns into like a big puppy dog with a big tongue and kills this little boy in a house of mirrors and moving all the walls about. Why, if he can do that, if he can move all the walls about and all the mirrors about, why doesn't he just fucking kill... You're very, very worked up talking about this. Also, there's a bit near the end of the film. Well, this is another thing I wanted to mention as well. I'll have a wee spark up in my fag just before I talk about this, because it's getting tense. The big spider at the end. Now, anybody who's read the book knows that the ending of the book is the worst part of it. I even remember my dad telling me that before I even read it. He said, that's the last, it's amazing, blah 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 blah. I don't think it's fucking amazing. I think some of it's good, but I think it's poorly, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, but the ending of it, where Pennywise's true form, or whatever it's meant to be, is like a big fucking spider. And you see it in the TV movie.
Spider! Why did you touch me? Under the pillow! Under the mattress! Spider!
But in this one I was like, oh, what's the spider going to look like? What's the spider going to look like? I wonder if they're going to like make it this big fucking cool massive spider. And what do? They just make it Pennywise with spider's legs. That's it. That's just Pennywise with spider's legs. Alright. Fucking hell. And this is just going to be random little things that annoyed me. I thought in the first film that Bev killed her dad. But apparently she didn't kill her dad. But did she kill her dad? I don't understand. And then it's... oh, fucking... This is going to be me rambling for all of this shite as well. I'll try and make it make sense. But then the bit where everybody saw in the trailer, but everyone was, oh, it's all creepy, where Bev goes to her old house, and the old lady lets her in, she's sort of staring at her. It's kind of creepy.
But you know what they say about Derry? No one who dies here ever really dies.
and then eventually she goes through and you hear her like running through, so, ow, ow, ow. And then it turns out to be this big fucking CGI like fucking Muppet monster with just big massive tits all flopping about, and everybody was laughing in the cinema. Like, it's not meant to be funny. It's meant to be a fucking scary fucking horror movie. There's too much fucking joking about in this film for me. The very end of it where I can't remember what two characters it was. They were running away from Pennywise the Clown. Everybody's running away from him as he's scuttling about like a big spider. But in other parts, you can make entire buildings exist, and like with that old woman, like everything in this house. When Bev comes out of the house after the woman runs away with the big tits flying out, she comes out and she just she sees in reality that the house, that it's just an abandoned building now. So Pennywise, with all his infinite powers, has managed to make the entire building look lived in, and has managed to make this woman and everything in the house exist. Why? He's sitting feet away from her, because obviously the woman's just Pennywise. If he's sitting away from her, is it try to scare her? Just kill her. And also, why does Pennywise want to kill adults? I thought he wanted to kill children. Again, it just doesn't make... it's just for the sake of just having stupid, scary moments that aren't even fucking scary. Everybody's fucking laughing. Fucking hell. But anyway, yeah. At the end of it, Pennywise running around like a big spider, blah 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 blah. It's comical. And there's a bit where there's like 3 doors. It says scary, not scary, or very scary, or scary, super scary, not scary, or something like that. And the 2 characters open up the door and it's like a little chihuahua, and you think, ha ha ha, that's funny. And then the little chihuahua turns into a big monster and goes, eh. But surely the doors all being there is Pennywise, and the chihuahua being there is Pennywise, and at the same time Pennywise is running around trying to kill them all. Why is he fucking about? What's he doing? Anything in this film's Pennywise. It's him that's the deadlights are controlling everything. Why is he doing this in the sort of final sort of climactic scene in this pile of shite? Why is he making fucking 3 fake doors and chihuahuas and everything for a little comic laugh? And you think, you're meant to be building a fucking climax in a fucking horror movie. Fuck's sake. But I digress. It Chapter 2, it's going to be very, very successful. It might be more successful than It Chapter 1. There was just so much of it that I just didn't understand. The whole point of it, the guy at the start's phoning them all, and they all come in and they all remember their time in Derry, and they all come back to Derry. And then when they all come back, they all know that the whole purpose of them coming back is to try and kill Pennywise. And then when they all get to Derry, they're all like, oh, why are we here? What are we here for? I think his name's Mike. The black guy's name's Mike, I think. Oh, why are we here, Mike? Oh, Mike, why are we here? Well, obviously why you're here. You're here to fucking kill fucking Pennywise. Like, but anyway, I would say to wrap up this review, if you want to see a 3-hour long film that's convoluted and pointless and doesn't make any sense, go and see It Chapter 2. But if you want to go and see it at the Odeon and win a poster, 2 posters, you have to go and see the film twice, and you get 2 posters that can make Pennywise. Fuck. But it's long, it's boring, it's just the same thing happens again and again and again. It doesn't make any sense, much like the first film. The characters are good, the cast's good, Skarsgård, I can't even say his name, Skarsgård's good, but it's pointless, it's stupid, it shouldn't make as much money as it does, it's just a fucking, I don't know, waste of time. It Chapter 2, fuck that. I went and saw it so that you wouldn't have to, but I know a lot of people will. Everybody's going to go and see it and think, oh, it was really good, oh, it was really good, I like that, oh. But really, no, it wasn't. It was just some jump scares and it wasn't very scary. This is a jump scare.
Hello.